Howdy, friends. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It is a balmy 51 degrees here right now. It's going up to 60 today. It's a little rainy, but it's looking outside. It's looking pretty nice compared to the freezing cold weather we've been having here. So happy holidays, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, getting ready for New Year's and Hanukkah. Hanukkah was started on Christmas as well. Matt Ryan, how are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Tara, how you doing? Good to see you. Joe Watson, hi. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Tom here from Housatonic, Maine. Is that Maine? Is MA Maine? God, should we know that? State abbreviation list. There's a whole funny thing on Massachusetts. There's a whole funny this thing on Gary Goldman does a whole thing. There's a documentary about the state abbreviations, how crazy they are, how funny it is. Anyway, Massachusetts there. Two old farts, good morning. How are you? Eric Maxey, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Sandy, good morning. How you doing? Hope everything is going well. Tony Diaz, good morning. Is it raining there, Tony? It's been miserable here. It's going to rain for like the next 5 days. So Tara said feels great in Maryland too. MD knew that one. Maryland, got it. Carrie Ann, good morning. Hope you and Kevin are doing well. Alex Ahoy, 13 days for you, 14 days for me. I'll be on a cruise in 14 days. AJ will be on a cruise in 7 days. So I'll be in Miami on the 11th. So I will be there. Yeah, January 11th. I'll be down in Miami. If anyone's in Miami, come say hello. I'm going to be going to Miami Slice Pizza and then be getting on the cruise on January 12th on the Carnival celebration. Carnival redemption, maybe. We shall see. Alex in the house. Joe Watson, 35 days. Joe, what's your next cruise? What ship are you going on? Tara said 42 days till Carnival Pride seems so far away, right? My next one after that is MSC Divina, and that might be 40 some days away. Joe, going on getaway. That's awesome. That's right. I apologize if I ever ask more than once. I always forget. Like, I talk about cruising so much, I forget what ships, what cruise lines people are going on. 61 days until my next cruise after that. That seems too long. That's too far. Oh, no, that's the Independence of the Seas one. So it's about 50 some days for me. End of February on Divina, and then I'm doing a 3-night on Independence side by side after that. Joe getting on getaway. Tony May, that's really far away. That's not fun. Michelle going on the Divina in 43 days. Michelle, you'll be on there right before me. You'll be on there like a few weeks before me. JC, 119 days till Meraviglia. You're going to have a blast. I can't wait for you to go on Meraviglia. It's going to be so much fun. Eat all the mozzarella. So much fun. Alex said, I saw the itinerary. It looks like you're following us. Bummer that we won't cross paths. Yeah, it stinks, right? It's terrible. Hate that. Tara said, is the water warm in the Bahamas in February? Depends on your definition of warm. It doesn't really get cold. Like the way I feel about it is if you go to like Perfect Day in February, it's still 70 some degrees there. The water's not freezing for sure. It's not like it is now, right? It starts to dip a little bit. But I always feel like you can go in the water as long as you're comfortable with it. So you should be fine. That's why it is nice. A lot of the new private islands are putting in heated pools. Super, super nice. But no, you'll be fine down there. Tom said June on Symphony. Tom, you're going to love Symphony. Such a great, great ship. We had so much fun on there twice this year. 600 days, 2 old farts. That's too far away. You have to book something sooner. Carry on 19 days of Celebrity Silhouette. That's super fun. I forgot you guys were going on Silhouette. It stinks that like I'm on all these cruises and I miss you guys like on at different ports. It'd be nice to like meet up with some people. You're going on a cruise yours is on the 17th. Just trying to figure things out. Yeah, you guys are leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, which isn't bad, but you're I'm getting back on the 19th and you're getting back on the 20th. That stinks. Ryan, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Michael Hennessy, 84 days to Viking Vela. That is awesome, Michael. That sounds fantastic. Can't wait to hear about that. It's going to be incredible. Tyra said, Symphony is my favorite ship by far. Yeah, Symphony is amazing. It's an amazing ship. Oasis, I think, still my favorite, but Symphony's right there. Eric Maxey, 153 days until NCL Aqua to the Caribbean, so far away. My NCL Aqua cruise is further than that. I keep logging into all my cruise things here. Let's see how far away my Aqua is. I like that NCL has like the countdown there for you, so it's nice. NCL Aqua manage already booked. Let's see. It is, mine's longer than 153, I'll tell you that. Mine is in August. Peanut's about to bark because the squirrel just ran by the window. There it is. I heard the grumble. Heard the grumble go. It is 236 days. That's way too far away. Tyra's going to be on the Silhouette in May. Silhouette's great. Is Aqua going to have a big show? They have a Prince. They're doing the Prince show on Aqua, so it's the life story. You know, like it's like the one on Prima, the Donna Summer show. It's kind of like that. It's like a big production show about Prince. So yeah, they will have a big show. Not a Broadway show, but a big production show, nonetheless. Let's get into some cruise news this morning. First up in cruise news, Captain Kate from Celebrity, her beloved bug naked cat has passed away. Her little Sphinx cat passed away. She announced on social media. So poor Captain Kate, who had her little kitty on board with her all the time, her cat has passed away. Super sad. I know people that don't have pets laugh at people who get upset when people who have pets pass, but it's traumatic, right? You spend your whole life with that. They spend their whole life with you. You spend a big chunk of time with them, and it is super sad. So I feel very sorry for Captain Kate today. Next bit of cruise news. The San Juan Pier continues to be closed for Symphony of the Seas. San Juan cannot get their stuff together getting this pier fixed. I don't know what's going on. It has been months now, and everyone is pissed off about it. So people that are going on Symphony are pissed off about it. People who are in San Juan are pissed about it. It's just such a disappointment. So sad. But it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. They are going to get it fixed at some point, and then it has to get checked out. So hopefully that'll be soon. Yeah, I know the Donna Summer show was canceled. It sucks. I hate that they bring those shows on and then cancel them. So silly. The silliest of sillies. Fred and Lisa, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Alex, Cruise Critic announced, yeah, Alex, I already have this in the works. Great call. Good job. I'm doing a whole video about it. I started like, I don't really do scripts, obviously. It's probably why we don't have more subscribers. My content's not buttoned up enough, but I'm starting to just write an outline for it. So I'm going to do that hopefully this week. Charlie said, I'll be there at the very end of January. Hope it's fixed. What ship are you on, Charlie? It depends what ship you're on. I think it's just like Oasis class that can't dock there. I'm on Celebration in a few weeks and we're going to San Juan. I haven't heard anything yet. And that's a big ship. Charlie's glad they canceled Donna Summer. Why? I really enjoyed it, but I saw the first cast and I thought it was really good. But I remember, that's right. We talked about it. I remember that you didn't like that show. State and Damn. Oh, you're fine, Charlie. You'll be fine. It's only for the Oasis class, like the giant ships. It's only part of the pier there that's damaged. So normal ships are able to port there. Next bit of cruise news. St. Thomas is going to upgrade their port this year, and you are going to pay for it if you're going to St. Thomas. So they announced they're going to be doing these sweeping like $199 million upgrade to the pier and to the port. They're changing. So there are a bunch of different rates here for where you dock. Currently, the port fees are $6.84 per passenger. It is going up to $9.84 effective April. That is to fund the Charlotte Amalie harbor dredging. Then they're going to to 824 to support marine operations and expenses. And then if you dock at the Crown Bay St. John, that one's going up. Same thing, 780 to 824. And that one's effective April 1st as well. So going up this year, they're going to be doing a bunch of new updates, fixes, just changes in operation. And sadly, we're paying for it. And that is going to continue to happen across the world as pricing is insane. Alex said Virgin's still going to San Juan. Yeah, everything's fine there. It's only the giant ships that can't go there. Yeah, the rumor show is amazing. The music's great. The only bummer on that show is just the wait to get in there for most of the ships. But if you can tolerate the wait, that show's fantastic. I did our video about our favorite shows of the year, and that was in it. One of my favorite shows of the entire year. Love it. Really, really great show. Next bit of cruise news. MSC has opened bookings for their 2027 World Cruise. Their last World Cruise was on the Magnifica. This one is going to be a 121-night journey aboard the Musica. It's going to 45 destinations across 25 countries, 7 overnights, a bunch of full-day stops covering 37,000 miles and 5 continents. You're going to cross the equator twice. Really, really cool. You are going to, you can depart from Rome, Genoa, Marseille, or Barcelona anytime between January 5th and the 8th. And then that is going to go all over the world. Casablanca, Cape Verde, Brazil, Argentina, the Cook Islands, New Zealand, Australia, Hawaii, Panama Canal, Ochos Rios, all over the place. Why did they include Jamaica in with all those awesome ports? It's hilarious. But if you do book the World Cruise, and if you're going to book the World Cruise, please call me because that would be an awesome one to book. You get 15 shore excursions included. You get complimentary dining and drink beverage package. You get 30% off your laundry for the entire cruise. You get 5% off your booking if you're classic, and then it goes up if you have more. So that sounds really, really, really cool. Again, not for me. World Cruise, not for me, for sure. But sounds awesome. Craig said, hi, John, need your opinion on Bermuda NCL cruises out of Boston that stay 3 days in Bermuda. I love it. So my thing with Bermuda, if you're going to Bermuda and you're going to be doing the ones that have 2 overnights, right, where you stay, you get there, you stay overnight, you stay all day, you stay overnight, you stay all day, and then you leave at the end of that 3rd day. I don't even care what ship they're on. I think it's great because you wind up being in Bermuda for 3 full days, just about. So the ship kind of is just a ferry back and forth, so to speak, from Boston or New York to Bermuda. So I think those are on slightly older ships like the Jewel and the Gem and those type of ships. I think it's awesome. I would 100% do it, even Pearl. I'm doing that. We're doing that out of Philly in 2026. I love those cruises. And again, I think the ship annoys me less on a smaller ship that maybe doesn't have all the amenities because you're there for 3 days. But 100%, I think those are amazing. Let me know what ship it is, Craig, out of there, and I'll give you a little more feedback. I'm guessing it's one of the Pearl, Jewel, Gem ships. Tim McNeil said, good morning. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Hope you're doing well. JC said, doubt I have enough PTO for that. You could work on the cruise. MSC's internet usually is pretty good. Marivilli wasn't great. You need a work from home job, and then you can just work from the cruise. I can't do. There's no possible way. I go crazy in like 2 weeks on a ship. I can't do like that long. I love routine, but not that much. Tara said, I love Bermuda. Me too. It's probably my one of my top 5 ports. San Juan. I'm not going to give it away. We're doing that video tomorrow that I have to finish recording today at some point. So I'll be wearing the same shirt. All right, next up, Carnival is changing some itineraries for next year. So here's what we got. I originally thought this was going to affect me because it's affecting the Celebration, the Sunshine, the Vista, the Magic, the Sunrise, and the Spirit. So Carnival Celebration is adjusted from March 23rd, the sailing, and November 25th. Just going to switch the order of some of the ports, which is fine. And then on departures, November 28th and February 22nd of 2026, it's going to see San Juan replaced with Amber Cove. Sunshine on November 9th and 15th are going to see Half Moon replaced by Bimini, and that's because they're going to be doing all those upgrades to Half Moon K. And then December 13th, same thing. They're going to do, instead of going to Bimini, they're going to go to Princess K, which is really interesting. And then Vista is going to Grand Turk instead of Half Moon K. As you can see, these have a theme here. They're kind of replacing all of those stops to Half Moon once they start the renovations there. On the November 29th of 2025 sailing of the Magic, they're going to Princess K instead of Half Moon K. And then Sunrise, Princess K instead of Half Moon K for 3 of them. So you can see it's all a few of these changes for the Bahamas to try to get away from that private island while all the upgrades are done. So big changes there, but nothing detrimental or bad from what I saw. Probably the Jewel. Yeah, I like the Jewel. I think it's great. Those ships, Jewel and the Gem, were like my introductions to NCL. I love both of those ships. I've been on Gem twice, Jewel twice. I love them both. I think it's great. Tony Diaz booked my first transatlantic yesterday, October 26th, Odyssey, Rome to Bayonne. That's cool. It's cool that you're doing that way too. Again, I don't think transatlantics are for me. Too many sea days. I like to get out and spread my legs a little bit, but I will do it at some point for content or whatever. I'll do them. I just don't want to. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it. JC said, I see Bermuda has electric cars to rent. Should we do that or just take public transit? JC, it really depends where you're going and what you're doing. Bermuda is fairly easy to get around. I don't think you need to rent a car per se. If you're there for a couple days, I was there for a couple days last year. I did the ferry to St. George. Once you're in St. George, kind of walkable. I did the ferry to Hamilton the next day. Again, the ferry's right there when you get off the ship. Once you get to Hamilton, the areas that you want to go to, kind of walkable. Or you could take a quick Uber or get a ride to one of the beaches if you want to go to one of the beaches there. And then if you're staying in the dockyard, obviously you can wander around there and go to the Sea Glass Beach and Horseshoe Bay and all those different, not Horseshoe Bay, the little one that's right in the port there. Can't think of what it is. But those are easy. So I don't necessarily think you need an electric car. I would kind of recommend not doing that unless you're going to be driving all over the place for whatever reason. But you should be fine to just do stuff around there without having to do that. Alex said, I'm going on the first NCL cruise out of Philly. Me too, Alex. I will see you there. That will be so much fun. Can't wait. Bob, how are you? Have a great New Year's. I'm watching with Sandy, Emily, and Amanda. We'll be on the Wonder in 7 weeks. Bob S. Bob, great to see you. Hello. I already said hi to Sandy. So hello, Emily. Hello, Amanda. Emily, I'm glad you had a great time on your Utopia cruise. So much fun. Charlie said, we used our public bus system in Bermuda and it was great. Yeah. Public transportation is great there. Again, the ferries are great. All of that is awesome. So yeah, I don't think you necessarily need to rent a car. Tony said, Tara, after I booked it, I started looking at Vietnam and Thailand cruise for 2027. That's amazing. Yeah, I think that's far down the list on my list of things is we want to start doing more, interesting itineraries, exotic things to show people. It's just super expensive. So right now we're kind of stuck doing the Bermuda, Bahamas, things that are close here out of Philly, New York, Boston, Maryland, Baltimore, or doing things out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Port Canaveral. It's just the amount of money to invest to go to Europe is if I fly to Europe and fly back, it's basically another cruise or two that I could have paid for because I try to cruise pretty cheap anyway to get things done. It's just there's a huge expense, and then there's additional times with flying. So you're leaving a few days earlier, which means I have to board the dog longer, which I don't really want to board her for 2 weeks. So I try to keep things, interesting that way, but we do want to book more exotic things and more interesting adventures, just time and a place. And once we have enough money to do that, which we don't at the moment. So we're going to continue what we're doing until we do. Next bit of cruise news. Funny story this week. I mean, not funny for him. So this guy got caught getting off a cruise ship. He owed $100,000 in back child support. He's going to jail. So it's one of the things I think some people don't realize is that when you go on a cruise, you can get on a cruise just fine. There's no real background checks or anything going on. Before you get off, cruise customs and everything does a quick check to see if you have any warrants. So if you do have a warrant or you have anything going on, if you're running from the law, cruising is not for you. When you get off the ship, you will get stopped. You will not get through customs. You will not pass go unless you pay that $100,000 in back child support. So that man is going to jail, as well he should, for not paying $100,000 in child support, which is outrageous. So that is that story, which was pretty funny today. Next up, the MSC Grandiosa has completed 5 years in service. That's really cool. I will be on the Grandiosa. I'm glad that ship is coming here to the US. I will be on the Grandiosa in December of this year. I booked an interior yacht club. If everything goes well, it was pretty cheap. It was like $20-some hundred. So if everything goes well and we have a pretty good year, I'm going to keep that. If not, I'll bang it down to an interior cabin. But for now, doing the yacht club, doing the little yacht club there. So that should be a little bit of fun. Let's hope. And then 2 more cruise news stories before we let everybody get out of here to enjoy their Sunday. There are some new travel rules to think about for next year. Most of them are country or continent specific. So there are some unique country specific rules for some European things. So if you are going to Europe, there is a new European travel authorization system. So you need to get this authorization starting in spring of 2025. This system only applies to visa exempt travelers for countries like the US and Canada. You have to apply online. It takes about 96 hours to get approved. It's good for 3 years, costs £7 or €7, sorry. There are no fee for travelers under 18 or over 70. And you want to make sure you do that well ahead of time so you don't run into any issues. There is a UK one. If you are flying into the UK starting January 8th, you're going to require the UK's electronic travel authorization. This is €10 or £10. That one's pounds. All this different money around the world. It's valid for 2 years. You do it through an app. It's approved within 3 days. Same thing. And then the EUS has this new entry-exit system for non-European travelers. That's using facial and fingerprint instead of your passport, which is actually good. And then Real ID, maybe, is going to go into effect for U.S. domestic flights on May 7th, 2025. This has been pushed back so many times. It may get pushed back again, but it's 18 and older will need a Real ID compliant form of ID to fly domestically, or you can just use your passport. Or if you have global entry, you can use your trusted traveler card. I use my passport when I fly. I don't even worry about it. I'm not getting a Real ID. I just don't care. So we'll see that. And then there's some new fun airline things. I'm going to do a video on this on the Travels channel. Several airlines in 2025 are going to collaborate with Apple to allow passengers to share AirTag, track luggage directly with the airline in case you lose your luggage. So please get AirTags for your luggage. If you don't do this already, it's like my #1 recommendation when you travel. When we were on our last cruise on Symphony, Judy's luggage never showed up at the room, and we had AirTags on them, so we just went and found the luggage, and it was like down the hallway a little bit. Piece of cake. So I recommend everyone to do that. Tara said, I would love MSC to send some of their smaller ships to Baltimore. I love that idea, Tara. I don't know. They don't have an agreement with Baltimore. I don't know if Baltimore can handle any more cruise lines at the moment, unless they left on like an off day. Not sure. So I'll look into that, though. I'm going to ask. Alex said, we've been doing the electronic authorization process for a long time, only fair. Yeah, I agree. It's no big deal. It costs a couple bucks. Get it done. It's an easy way. It lasts for a couple of years. That doesn't bother me at all. It's just another piece of information that people will forget or not know about, and then it causes chaos and confusion. Yet another reason to use a travel agent. Again, you don't have to use me. Just use a travel agent. It will make your vacation in your life much less complicated because you get a lot of the information. Just have conversations with that travel agent once you get them. I have some clients where I send them their information and then I reach out to them a bunch of time. Do you have any questions? Do you need to know anything? Would you like to have a conversation about things? And then I never hear from them. And then like 2 days before I get the like, hey, this isn't working. I'm like, oh no, that's not great. And then last bit of cruise news. If you missed our live stream on Thursday evening, I did a quick live stream on Thursday. I was telling everyone I saw a really fun video. I'll go through it again real quick. Saw a really fun video of a family that this guy was buying his kids Christmas decorations on Christmas Eve. He had to wait till the last minute. He didn't have a lot of money. And somebody came up to him and just gave him a tin of money. And they said every year on the 26th, they start saving money by putting change into a jar and just saving money. And then on Christmas Eve, they give out that money. So we decided we're going to do that this year, and we're going to give away a cruise on Christmas Eve of next year. AJ is going to set up the page on the website this week. Hopefully this week or probably next week. She's off until the 2nd. So everyone else in the company is off until the 2nd. So probably next week we'll get the website page up. It'll have a running tally of how much money we've raised. We're going to try to do this ourselves. We're not asking anyone to donate. I did talk to everybody, and if people would like to donate, we're going to have like a little thing on the website. If you would like to donate, you're more than welcome to do that. We're not asking anyone. I'm never going to publicize it or ask people to donate. There will be a button there. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you do it, we will, have you in our list of donors, unless you would like to be anonymous, which is totally fine as well. Our goal is to, throughout the course of the year, have people, send in applications. So the more important thing on that page is going to be a form that you can fill out and attach a document to if you would like to nominate a family or a person. And this should be somebody who would never be able to afford to go on a cruise on their own. We would like to send people on a cruise and give them an amazing vacation. If they have kids, if it's a couple that's never been able to go on a cruise, doesn't matter. And we're going to do that. We'll give that away next Christmas Eve. On the website, we will have a running tally of the money. Right now, we started it. I posted on the website. Right now, we are at $174, which was all the change that I had basically in my house. So that's where we're at with that. So hopefully we will be able to get enough money together to do that. And the only reason we talked about it, and the only reason I even was open to the fact of letting other people donate is because without that, I'm not sure that we would ever get enough money. If we're just saving change, we might get up to like $1,000 or $2,000, and we'd really like to send somebody on a cruise. So that's it. If not, we'll do whatever we can do. It's totally fine. So next up is still new to cruising. We're going on a second cruise this coming summer. Your thoughts on booking with a travel agent or going directly with the company? I always recommend booking with a travel agent. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no downside to it. It's convenient. It's easy. Just book with a competent, knowledgeable travel agent. So if you do that, you're going to be fine. There is zero downside. Everything is the same. You can book all your excursions and everything on your own if you want. The only thing you do differently is you pay directly with the travel agent. But again, it can be through a portal. We have a portal. You just put in your information. We pay it. It's not any different than booking directly. The travel agent, I think one of the things I always try to get across to people is you're not booking with us. It's not like we hold your reservation and it's done through some back channels. We're booking directly through the cruise line on your behalf. So we do that. Your reservation is with the cruise line. You should get a confirmation directly from the cruise line immediately after you book. You should be able to log into the cruise line, do all of those fun things. and get all of your information done. So if you do that, everything's fine. You're good to go. And then what you're going to get is you're going to get a bunch of better information and just somebody that you can talk to all the time. If you call the cruise lines individually to book or to do anything, you're talking to someone different every time, and you might get a different answer every time. You might get different opinions every time. And those people aren't cruise experts. They're people sitting in front of a computer just booking and answering via script. Whereas if you book through a travel agent, they're going to give you information about excursions. I always send out like smaller excursions if you're interested in going with a smaller group instead of the cruise line. If you're interested in doing something interesting, if you want information about different things going on the ship, that's why you use a travel agent. If you don't care about any of that and you're just like, click it, forget it, and go on the cruise, yeah, you can book it yourself. It's totally fine. But there's zero downside to doing it. Cruise Crazy said, AirTags sound great, but I have a Samsung with Android. How dare you? So do the Schifferleys Android family. There you go. You can do, Samsung has smart tags. So they're pretty much very similar, but I believe they are Bluetooth only and waterproof. Not sure, 100%. But I'll look into it more. I don't know a ton. Tony Diaz said Tiles. Cruise Crazy said, I think the Tiles only have Bluetooth range. So the smart tags, Samsung smart tags have Bluetooth and ultra wideband technology. So you are good there. So those are, this is not a recommendation. I'm just telling you what the internet said. They're $60 for, looks like a 2-pack or a 4-pack on Amazon. Just looking on Amazon. Smart Tags 2. Yeah, so that's not bad. JC said, I would recommend a travel agent. They sometimes get you a better deal, get you onboard credit, and definitely can help with issues you have. Your 2 cents. There you go. Alex said, John is great. Thank you very much, Alex. Appreciate that. Friend Lisa said, go with John. You'll be happy. Thank you very much. Cruise Crazy, I've got Tile as well. I'm pretty sure they work as well. There you go. So Tiles maybe, or these Bluetooth smart tags from Samsung. There's also like I'm looking online. There's a Vega Life one. Those are just Bluetooth. Tiles are Bluetooth only. They don't have GPS or real-time monitoring. So you're aware. Yep, there you have it. Michael Hennessy said, I second that. John did a great job on our breakaway cruise. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And we're getting more and more process. So as we move into 2025, I'm implementing more and more process so that you get more information from us as we book different things. So hopefully all those will make things better and better for using a travel agent. Bob said, Sandy and I use Samsung smart tags. They've worked well. There you go. Done deal. All right, everyone, that is it for today, Sunday, whatever is this week 18 in the NFL? What are we at? What NFL week are we in? 17? Is this 17 or 18? I think it's week 18. Anyway, hopefully your teams will do well this week. 17 or 18? I have no idea. So the Eagles are playing the Cowboys today. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is playing or not. I hope your teams do well. Week 17. Thank you, Eric. Much appreciated. JC said, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Tony Diaz said, time for awful football games. Bengals won in overtime. Great catch by T. Higgins. That was a great game. So, yeah, you got a bunch of games. I'll do a little NFL. Colts are playing the Giants at 1. The Aaron Rodgers, goofy Aaron Rodgers Jets are playing the Bills at 1. Titans at the Jaguars in a game that no one's going to watch. The Raiders are playing the Saints. Panthers are playing the Bucks. Cowboys are playing the Eagles. Dolphins are playing the Browns. The Packers are playing the Vikings. And the Falcons are playing tonight the Commanders. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful football Sunday. I will see everybody on Wednesday. We are doing our live stream on New Year's Day in the evening. We'll jump on. We'll probably do a little bit of a longer one, give some stuff away. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day today. We will see everyone on Wednesday. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming and spending your morning with me. I really appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Bye.